Hey guys, this is Cadma here from Bitten Apple TV here once again at Big Apple Con, and you're not going to believe it, I got another icon from the GoGos. We have Gina.
Hello.
First thing I do want to ask you is thank you so much for taking the time with me.
Sure.
And then, my God, you've had such an outstanding, amazing career. You've done so much. What was it like just breaking boundaries for considering as a woman, just being in entertainment and being in a band?
The truth is that we never thought that we were breaking any boundaries as women or otherwise. We were just a group of girls that were having the time of our lives, doing what we love to do, and people started to like it, and we kind of figured, why shouldn't they like it, why shouldn't we be rock stars? It took a little while. It was relatively short, actually, but before we actually made it, but I don't think we realized that. It's in retrospect that we realized that, right, yeah, that we were sort of, forging ahead for women in a way that it hadn't been done ever before. As we were the first all-female band to write our own songs, get a #1 record, and blah blah blah, etc. We know the story, but we weren't. Gender was never really involved. We never thought about it. We were just doing what we love to do.
You doing you, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was perfect.
and really that was what it was all about, and having the time of our lives, and just being a little girl gang,
So I do want to ask you, because I like to ask my quirky questions, growing up, were you into comics and or anything like that, like comic books or books that you like to read?
You know what? I wasn't into comics, or I didn't even care about books. I got to tell you the truth. I was terrible.
Okay.
I hated school. All I cared about was music. That was, I lived and breathed music as a kid. The big deal for me was waiting every Sunday night for Ed Sullivan to come on and who the musical guest was going to be. And then later on Saturday Night Live. That was my focus. Ever since I can remember, I grew up in a house where music was played all the time. My parents loved to dance. They were really into big band music. And I, loved music as a child, and it never went away. It continued on as an adult. And then as I grew into becoming, I finally decided what instrument I want to play after bass, guitar, drums, and I couldn't stop. It was something that ruled my life, and still does, and yay.
No, that's incredible. When I was a teenager, fumbling with the guitar and stuff like that. I was actually supposed to do piano, and I forged my parents' signature so I could play the guitar. And I told my teacher they changed it, and then I bought a guitar, hid it in my closet, and just didn't tell them until months later. They were like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's so weird. I don't know."
But they didn't bother. They let you do it, right?
They had no choice. It was at that point they were like, "It's already been
Too
months.
late.
She already did it." And I'm like, "It's done."
I was lucky that my parents just let me play drums, set up drums in my bedroom, and bang away every day before dinner time. Playing with my favorite records, headphones on, I put on my favorite records and play along. That's how I taught myself to play. And my parents were incredibly supportive.
That's incredible.
They were the best. They were just the best.
So I do want to ask you, one, of course, how are you enjoying the con, but also what can people expect to see that you may be doing that's coming up soon?
Oh, geez. Kathy and I are just, Kathy just joined me in doing these Comic-Cons. This is new for me, and it's been quite fun. I'm having a good time, actually, and I love, talking about my book, talking about the GoGos, talking about my career, my House of Schock, and then my all the stuff that I've written in my catalog, and stuff that I've written for Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez. Wow, I look back and I'm like, my God, I did do a lot of things, and I'm still doing it. And I will continue doing these Comic-Cons for a while, and I also am doing some, my book, Made in Hollywood is Yeah, it's primarily my photographs. So now I don't know why I was saying that, because I was into photography as
You were
well.
into photography. Oh wow. So what did you like to shoot?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Like
I just think that
cityscapes?
no, I was into shooting bands. As a kid, I went to every concert that I could go to as a teenager. When I lived in Baltimore, I would go to the Baltimore Civic Center. I saw every show that was there. I saved up my allowance to buy tickets. I'd take my Instamatic, take photos of the bands, and then I'd go over to the Holiday Inn, which is where they usually stayed, and try to get photos of the band, whoever was playing. I have lots of those photos.
You guys have not been a disappointment, because I've been so excited.
Oh, I know where I'm going now.
All right.
Because I'm saying, I put my band House of Shock back together, and I'm going to start doing some shows, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm doing a show at the Stone Pony, April 20. Astor, when is this show at Stone Pony? April 22nd. April 22nd, and then I'm doing a show at the Hard Rock in Baltimore, April 12th or 14th. Fuck. Oh my God. When is the one Hard Rock?
Hard Rock is April 14th.
April 14th. Thank you. You edit, darling. Yeah. So I'm going to do like 3 hours worth of Gina Shock stuff. I'm going to be, signing my book, doing a Q&A with the audience, and I'll also have somebody interviewing me, and then I'm going to do like 10 or 12 songs. So it keeps going, and then I'm doing some photo exhibitions of my photography, which is in my book. I'm doing that in Palm Springs in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
So I'm just staying busy, loving. I mean, it's great. It keeps going. It's like anything is possible, and the GoGos were an incredible thing in my life, and allowed me to explore much more about myself that I didn't even know I was capable of.
I have to say, talking to you and talking to Kathy, you guys are have always been a major inspiration. I'm a little older than I probably look to you.
You look like $1 million. However old you are, you look great.
I appreciate that. But just meet you guys and feel how realistic you guys are, and then just seeing that you guys are still continuing to do so much more. It's actually really beautiful. It's really motivating.
Look, I'll tell you something. I 100% believe anything is possible. I mean, I am Kathy and myself. We are prime examples of that. I drove across country when I was 21 years old with a dream, and it happened for me. And things continue happening even as I've gotten older. It's but you got to kind of stay focused. And like I say, the GoGos have allowed me to explore all the possibilities. My capabilities that I didn't even know. But I've been able to do so many things, things that I only dreamed of doing, and now it's my life. It's wild. It's great. It's incredible.
That's incredible. I appreciate your time. I know that you have
darling.
to go.
Sure.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure, sitting down talking with you guys. And I'm pretty sure they want to close that.
Whatever. I just all I want to say to everybody is if you come here, you're gonna have a great time. There's so much going on here. Kathy and I are having a wonderful time. So come on down here if you guys are around tomorrow, and remember that anything is within your grasp if you focus and keep your shit together. You can do anything. I did. Kathy did. It can happen.
Thank you so much.
Sure, babe. Thank you.